Hello. Um, I am reading The Summer I Turned Pretty in the Winter, hopefully to channel a tan, some summer energy, the ocean, a warmer weather, currently in like the 20s. We're in early December right now, so a little bit warmer. I do like the snow, however. So, Summer I Turned Pretty. Oh. Hi, again. We're reading The Summer I Turned Pretty. I have been wanting to read this since the summer. Originally, I wanted to read it in the summer, and time slipped by as it does for me when I intend to read something and then just don't get the motivation to, so I just push it off. That's technically what happened. Sorry if I'm moving around. My setup is just not good and I'm sitting on the floor. So, yeah. So I decided it's okay. We're in the winter. We could use a little bit of summer right now. So I want to read these. I did watch The Summer I Turned Pretty season 1, and then when season 2 came out, I was like, stop right there. I'm going to read the books and I'll come back to it. So I did. I'm guessing the first book is the first season of The Summer I Turned Pretty. The second book is the second season. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that. That's what I'm guessing, but I do know what happens in the first season. Somehow I've avoided spoilers for the second season, so I know nothing except the cousin that comes to town, which I'm pretty sure wasn't in the books, that everyone didn't really like, according to TikTok. So we're gonna get into The Summer I Turned Pretty. I liked the first season, so I'm kind of like on an up about The Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm not sure about the rest, but I hope they're good. Is this romance? Is this categorized as a romance, or like what is it? I really don't know. We might find out about that. I don't know what it is. Or future me just like put it right there. Okay. I'll see you when I'm reading. It's like 3 a.m. right now. I wasn't supposed to be reading this late, but they just played chicken, and why is Conrad, I mean, listen, I was never a Conrad type of girl or a Jeremiah type of girl, but Conrad is also not Conrad. Jeremiah is giving golden retriever, and I kind of love that, but like I love the broody, mysterious type that Conrad is, and I don't know what it is. Right now I'm like Conrad, but yeah, those are my updates. I'm gonna read a little bit more and then I'm going to bed. I'm really comfortable right now. I'm hoping to finish this before the end of the month. Christmas is next week. I haven't read that much, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh god. I haven't read that much. I've been lacking. I'm gonna read a little bit more and then I'm just gonna go to bed because that's something that I really have to do. Because I have to get up early tomorrow anyway. So, yeah. Good night.
A few moments later.
I'm back. I would also like to say that I'm not sure I like Taylor. Like, on the show, she was like a little bit strange. Like, I wasn't, she wasn't my vibe. Now that I'm reading about her, I'm like, I just don't know if I like it, you know? Like, it's, oh my god, low battery. It's just giving strange and, like, oh, it's not focusing. Like, friend on friend betrayal. Like, why are you going after Conrad if you know that she likes Conrad? Like, like, is that not like an unwritten rule? Like, watch it. Low battery. I have to charge. I have to go to sleep. I'm gonna read. I will update whenever I read next. Hi. Seems like 2 days ago I read 89 pages, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. 88, 89 pages. So today we're just trying to aim for it's like 12, I think. I was so wrong. It's 128, so we're aiming for like maybe 20 pages. I'm so cold right now, but I think Jeremiah is about to tell Belly that he likes her. I am baffled. And this is when I realize I am Team Connor. When in the show I didn't really care. Now I'm like Team Connor. Conrad. Connor? Oh, what am I doing? Thinking of normal people or something? I am Team Conrad. Should we read together? Okay. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. Blinded myself with a flash, I think. I don't know what happened. But it's happening. Okay. Ready? It says, okay. He took another deep breath. You've always been my best friend, but now it's more. I see you as more than that, he continued, scooting closer to me. You're cooler than any other girl I've ever met. That's so cheesy. And you're there for me. I literally blinded myself with the flash, so I keep seeing like bursts of like blue when I blink. And you're there for me. You've always been there for me. I can count on you. And you can count on me too. You know that. This was Jeremiah. My buddy, my best pal, practically my brother. That makes it weird. That makes it slightly weird. The hugeness of it all made it hard to breathe. I could barely even look at him because I didn't see him that way. Oh my god! There was only one person for me. That person was Conrad. Let's continue. And I know you've always liked Conrad, but you're over him now, right? His eyes looked hopeful. It killed me not to answer him the way he wanted me to. I don't know, I whispered. This is like revolutionary to me right now. Because on the show, you already know. You already know how it ended, I'm guessing. At least the first season. I haven't watched the second season. Oh my god. He goes. He sucked in a breath, the way he did when he was frustrated. But why? He doesn't see you that way. I do. Jeremiah, honey, it doesn't work that way. I could feel my eyes starting to tear up, which wasn't fair. I couldn't cry. It was just that he was right. Conrad didn't see me that way. I only wished I could see Jeremiah the way he saw me. Oh my god. His voice cracked. After he said he'll only end up hurting you. Blah blah blah. He sighed. I'm not mad at you. I'm just... Why does it always have to be Conrad? What do you mean always? You didn't like her until like 2 seconds ago. This is crazy. I'm noticing like massive, not massive, but like honestly, Steven isn't even in this book. He like left. And in the show, he's like there for the entire season and they have that whole like, they have the whole ball. And honestly, I have 40 pages left and I was like, is this gonna come up soon or like what is happening? And literally there's nothing about a ball or the dance, you know? I'm so confused. We're gonna keep going. No. I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. I've read about 40 pages, I think. After I said I was only gonna read 10, 20, or 40. We're gonna stop right there, I think. Good night, everyone. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna finish this tomorrow, and then we can start on... Oh my god, that'll complete my... Oh my god, that's gonna complete my end of the year. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, good night. Oh my god. I've loved you since I was 10 years old. You're the only boy I've ever thought about. My whole life it's always been you. I really love you. She came at him with the love. Well, you shouldn't. I'm not the one. Sorry. I don't believe you. You like me too. I know it. Real. Not the way you want me to. You're still such a kid, Belly.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
You do like me. Admit it. You're crazy, he said. Get your head out of your ass, Belly. The world doesn't revolve around you. Conrad. she even tell him? She doesn't even tell him in the first season of The Summer I Turned Pretty. They're really making up their own rules at Amazon Prime. I am baffled. I am without words. She's not taking no for an answer. I'll give her that. So go for you. Good for you, Ellie. I had to come somewhere where I could talk freely and openly. Because, what? But listen to this, because I just wanted to read this. So this is Conrad. You know where we left off. He goes, he stepped closer to me. 1 minute you like me, then Cam. Conrad paused. And then Jeremiah. Isn't that right? Sorry? When did we like Jeremiah? Me, as if I were Belly. When did I say I like Jeremiah? Is it because Jeremiah likes me? Or likes Belly, you know? When did we say that we liked Jeremiah? We never. Jeremiah told us that he liked us. But we never told him that we liked him. Where is this coming from? Shut up, I yelled. Oh. You're the one who's been playing games. Belly. He was trying to sound casual, offhand, but his body was tense. Listen to this. Susanna was crying the other day because of you. She could barely get out of bed. Do you even care? Do you even know how selfish you are? Conrad stepped up close to me. So close, our faces were nearly touching. Like he meant either hit me or kiss me. I could hear my heart pounding in my ears. I was so mad I almost wished he'd hit me. He grabbed my arms and shook me, and then he let go suddenly. I could feel tears building up, because for a second there, I thought he might kiss me. Girl! I was crying when Jeremiah walked up. He'd been out work lifeguarding. His hair was still wet. I didn't even hear his car pull up. He took one look at the two of us, and he knew something bad was happening. Almost like scared. And then he just looked furious. He said, "What the hell is going on here? Conrad, what's your problem?" Conrad glared at him. "Just keep her away from me. I'm not in the mood to deal with any of this." I'd flinch. It was like he really had hit me. It was worse than that. A page ago, you literally said you weren't going to be friends or anything more. Like, a little bit dramatic. A little bit dramatic. I'll come back to you soon. You're telling me that you're kissing Conrad. And he's grieving. This is not the time or the place. Wait, who kissed who? I cupped the back of his head, moved it toward me, and kissed it. She kissed him. He is grieving. He is crying.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
I'm sorry. For what? It can't happen like this. I do think about you. You know that. I just can't. Can you just be here with me? Stop. I was switching. Because I was like Conrad. And then I was like, Conrad? And then I was like Jeremiah. But now I'm like Conrad. Watch Jeremiah be seeing this. I'm just wondering, how did the show exclude this? Like, they full on got in a fight. Jeremiah and Conrad. And Conrad and Belly. Why did they include a dance in the show? For the drama? Maybe. Let's keep reading, okay? I just took the quickest break ever just to, like, change and, like, put on a hoodie. This is a girl outfit right now. I'm not going out like this. I have exactly 10 pages left. And tell me why now is the time that I have to go. So when I come back, we're gonna finish this. And we're gonna start the next one, obviously. So I'm back. I just finished The Summer I Turned Pretty. And what? Why did I think Jeremiah was gonna be in the car? Picking her up in the winter? I thought it was gonna be Jeremiah. I'm not gonna lie. The show is like throwing me for a loop right now. I have no idea where they got what they got for the show. Because based on this one book, like, they took creative liberties. And, oh my god. Should I tell you my thoughts now? I don't know. But I really want to go pick up the other one because I have the other one. Let's gather our thoughts. Should I feel like I should be more formal with this. I'm literally in my pajamas. I don't know where to put you. I guess I'm just gonna hold you. Okay. The summer I turned pretty. Let's start with the rating. I would give it a 3.5. I think is a good place to put it. Honestly, for a YA romance, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I've never read a YA romance. Have I? I don't think so. I thought it was a cute book. You know, I don't love that third, like, the structure for, like, romance novels and everything. I'm not a fan of the third act breakup, and they were not together. It's slow burn-ish. Not even slow burn. They're not even, like, talking half the time. Like, I don't know what to say. I found it really entertaining. Some people think that Belly's whiny, which, I mean, on some levels, I agree, yes, she is whiny, but, like, I mean, I was interested in the story and everything. I fluctuated between Team Conrad and Team Jeremiah. In the end, I think I'm Team Conrad, but I do still feel bad for Jeremiah. And why does nobody ever talk about Team Connor? Like, is there someone who's Team Connor? Connor? Connor's, like, left out. And honestly, I'm not Team Connor. Was he cute for, like, 5 seconds? Yes. But, like, no one ever talks about Connor. I feel bad for Connor. Poor man. Straight edge. Like, he bugged me sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, I found it entertaining. I really don't know what I can say about this. Just that it's entertaining for what it is. I mean, it's not the greatest book I've ever read. Entertaining. If you need to be entertained, I would pick up The Summer I Turned Pretty. But for real, what's bothering me is that I cannot fathom where they got what they got for the show. Like, Stephen was barely in this book. Like, he left, I want to say less than halfway through, to go on a road trip with his dad, and he left. Like, I'm partially confused by that, because he was in the entire show, the first season, and I'm pretty sure Belly's dad shows up, and Conrad and Jeremiah's dad show up, and they are not, I'm not gonna say they're not mentioned, because they are mentioned, but, they don't show up in the book. And they show up for, like, 4th of July, right? And Belly was like, yeah, Conrad's father, like, doesn't show up until after the 4th of July because it's easier because of work, I think. Also, Belly never gets drunk on the 4th of July party, I think, was it? I don't remember. Yeah. For the next book, I'm just gonna erase the show completely from my mind. I must say that when I watched that show, I literally watched it all in one night. Like, I stayed up until 5 a.m. finishing that show, and then I went to bed. I've been seeing this one picture from season 2 of Belly and Conrad on a beach, like, looking like they're about to kiss, and I have a feeling that that is tied into this book, because, you know, they kiss on the beach in this book. But I'm like, I thought the show was like season 1 was book 1, season 2 is book 2, and so on. I don't think that's the case. But this would make a great summer read, honestly. Like, if you're on the beach. Are you kidding? Hell yeah. I'm not on the beach. I'm actually very cold right now. I'm freezing. I need to channel a tan and... Listen, if you want to get me, slow burn. The guy acts like he's not interested in you at all, except for, like, subtleties that you can pick up on, but other people will think you're crazy, but deep down you know that something is happening. It's just that nobody else picks up on it. And what does that tell you about me? Anyways. I also think, first of all, I hate the name Belly. And second, I do think that Belly can sometimes be a little bit toxic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when they say that she's whiny, I get it. Because multiple times I read that she was, like, sticking her tongue out at people, and I'm like, girl, are you 5? But I still liked the book. Like, you know, like, I'm just saying, was she whiny? Yes. Did it get to me? Not really. Sometimes I was like, girl, calm down. But especially, and I caught this on camera, when, did I catch it? I think I did. When she was telling Conrad that she was in love with him, and he was like, Belly, like, I can't deal with this right now. And he was like depressed. She was like, oh, I just want to take his pain away by kissing him. I was like, girl. Or her like repeatedly telling him, like, I know you feel the same way. I know this, I know that. Like, go for you and your confidence. But at the same time, what if he really just doesn't like you and you're like pressuring him and like all this stuff? So like a little bit of that is like kind of weird. And I don't know. I feel like she just likes Susanna more than she likes her own mother. Which, Susanna, I love Susanna. But I mean, like, she has like such, I feel like, a twisted view of her mother. Like, she couldn't believe that her mother would do something nice for her, like buy her the dress that she wanted. I get you're tight on money and stuff, but she found it like so inconceivable that her mother would do something nice for her, because that's just not something that she does. So that's something else. But overall, I liked it. Okay, let's go pick up the second book. As you know, I don't have my bookshelf, so I've been storing my books in bags. But I love putting books back after I've read them. This one's book 2, right? And then I also have this one. We'll always have summer. I think that's the last one. Should we start reading it? I think I might. What time is it? It's 2:06. So we should do this. We should pick out new tab colors. Looking at this, I really like this green and that one. So I think I might do the one right above. I feel like that would go well. So I think that's what we're going to stick with. Plus it's already used and we have extras if we need it. So that'll be nice. I'm going to get reading. I'm going to get on ready because it's enough. I was planning on making a video, but... So, yeah. We're just going to read. Hello. It's Christmas Eve, technically already Christmas Day. We already did our Christmas activities, so I get to sleep in tomorrow. I was gonna start reading, but I had a whole problem with my phone saying that there was water in the charging port when there wasn't, because I didn't even get it wet. But I think it's like 2 a.m. right now. My dog seems to have separation anxiety right now. No, it's 3:19 actually. So I think I might just read for a little bit. And yeah. We're starting book 2. I don't even think I read anything. Or if I did, it wasn't much. So we'll get into, what is this one called? I think it's Not Summer Without You. And the last one is We'll Always Have Summer, I think. I'm not sure exactly, but I guess we'll figure it out. I'll be here though, with him. Anyway, let's get reading again. It's been a while since I've last seen you. I'm on page 216 of 264. I think I might have just seen a spoiler that said 9 years later, but I'm not sure because I have my glasses on and it's really dark. It's actually my birthday today. It's midnight, that's why. It's more than midnight, it's 3:01. I have to go to bed. The reason why I read so much was because of the snow. It finally snowed. And I've been complaining how it hasn't snowed because I really do like the snow, and it snowed why do I keep saying snow? But it snowed the day before my birthday, so that's nice. So, they're looking for Conrad. They found Conrad. He's at cousin's at the house. They're trying to sell the house. Belly got drunk. Laurel slapped Belly. I was like, oh. But at the same time, Belly told Laurel that she would rather have Susanna as her mother, and I was like, oh. And Jeremiah is trying to comfort her, and like, I don't know. Conrad obviously still likes Belly, I think. So there's that. And obviously, I hope they're gonna save this house. I'm running out of battery. I don't know how much time I have left, but that's my updates. So I'm gonna read a little bit more, and then I'm gonna sleep, and I'll update you tomorrow maybe, or after tomorrow. But who knows? Also, I was trying to like Taylor again at the beginning of this book, and I got to the point where they got into a fight, and I was like, Taylor, stop right there. Like, we're on bad terms again. So yeah. Okay, so hey, it's the next night. I've realized that I can't what's it called? Read this late because it's 3:46, and I said I was going to read until I got bored. Not bored, but like sleepy. And I get really into it and then I can't go to sleep. So, in short, what's happened? Laurel got the house back, so they're not selling the house anymore. Conrad's taking his tests, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but Taylor and Belly got into what is wrong with my voice? Taylor and Belly got into a fight. And I was like, girl, please stop. But, yeah, Conrad just came out from taking one of his tests, and he kind of like picked up Belly and put her over his shoulder, and it was like a moment. And then they're walking back to their car. Like, Conrad has to go take another test, so it's just Jeremiah and Belly, and he said that he has to go to the bathroom, and she was like talking to him, and he didn't say anything, and he didn't turn around. I was like, oh, he's mad, obviously. But then Belly asks Jeremiah about Conrad and if he ever mentions her, like when she's not there, if he ever talks about her. And he just kissed her. And as she said, it was, let me try to read in the dark. I don't know how this will turn out, but maybe it'll turn out good. I only have like about 20 pages left, I think. This is bad for my eyes. Oh, so she asks him about him, and he goes, don't. He snapped, and I was like, oop, don't what? I turned to him, confused. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me about him. Blah, blah, blah. What's wrong with you? He started to say something, maybe an apology, and maybe not, and then he snapped. He leaned over and pulled me towards him. He kissed me hard, and I'm sorry, it's dark in here, and I do not have my. So, glasses on, book out. It was passionate, desperate, and like nothing I had ever experienced before. And I had to turn on the camera because I was like, girl, what? Oh my god, am I almost done? What is happening? No, I thought that was like, I was like almost done. I'm checking. No spoilers, no spoilers. Like, there are like pages, but there are no numbers, so like I don't know where it ends. So let's keep going. I said I was gonna go to bed at 3. Like 3:30. It's 3:50. Oh my god, it's 3:51. Shoot. We're whipping out the light. And then we were kissing again. Okay, do you still? Yes, I still. And then we were kissing again. He must have made some noise because we both looked up at the same time. We sprang apart. There was Conrad looking right at us. He hadn't stopped short of the car. His face was white. He said, no, don't stop. I'm the one who's interrupting. Oh, wait, that was Conrad. I thought Jeremiah was saying, no, don't stop. Oh my god. He turned jerkily and started off. Jeremiah and I stared at each other in silent horror. And then my hand was on the handle, and I was on my feet, and I didn't look back. That means she would always choose Conrad over Jeremiah, no matter what. In the end, it's always Jeremiah. Like, you were just kissing Jeremiah. I mean, Conrad. It would always be Conrad. She was just kissing Jeremiah. Literally, passionately. And in the end, all she cares about is Conrad. I grabbed his arm and he finally looked at me, and there was so much hate in his eyes. I winced, even though on some level, wasn't this what I wanted? To make his heart hurt the way mine did? I guess, yeah, the Taylor plan worked. So you like Jeremiah now? It's been like the pending question since the last book. He'd be like, oh, so like you're just with Jeremiah now after Cam Cameron. It was Cam Cameron, right? Yeah. The other time I called him Con Conrad. No, not Con Conrad. Con Connor. It's Cam Cameron. Anyway, what is up with Cam Cameron? I thought we were gonna get like a what's it called? Cameo from Cam Cameron this book, and we haven't gotten it. I'm like, where is Cam Cameron? So you like Jeremiah now? He meant it to sound sarcastic, cool, and he did. But he also sounded pained, like he cared about the answer. You've been acting indifferent this entire book and acting like you hated her, so I mean, like, BFFR, you know what I mean? He stared at me and then he leaned forward and touched the necklace around my neck, the one I'd been hiding under my shirt all day. If you like Jeremiah, then why are you wearing my necklace? I found it when we were packing up your dorm room. It doesn't mean anything. You know what it means. I shook my head. I don't, but of course I did. Then give it back. He held out his hand and I saw it was shaking. No, I said. It's not yours. I never gave it to you. You just took it. That's when I finally got it. I finally understood. It wasn't the thought that counted. It was the actual execution that mattered. The showing up for somebody, the intent behind it. It wasn't enough, not for me, not anymore. It wasn't enough to know deep down that he loved me. You had to actually say it to somebody. Show them that you cared. And he just didn't. Not enough. Which, I mean, she's right. She's 100% right. She is valid. I could feel him waiting for me to argue, to protest, to plead. But I didn't do any of those things. I struggled for what felt like an eternity, trying to undo the clasp on the necklace around my neck. Surprise registered on his face for the tiniest moments, and then, like always, he was closed off again. Maybe I'd imagined it. That he cared. Girl, he cares. I mean, I can see it, but I can see why you can't see it. I mean, you see it, but you want him to say it, and he's not going to say it. He stuffed the necklace into his pocket. Then leave, he said. When I didn't move, he said sharply, go. At the same time, she did kiss his brother. But at the same time, he told his brother that he didn't love Belly, you know? So, like, it's a love triangle. It's a very complicated love triangle, but I mean, I wouldn't know what to do. I would not know what to do. Go to Jeremiah. He's the one who wants you, Conrad said. I don't. I never did. Girl, you can't do that. I'm mad at him now. I am mad. I'm upset. I'm going to bed. I can't. I could, but I can't. So good night, and I'll see you tomorrow so we can finish this book. The thing is that tomorrow when we finish this, I don't have the other one with me. So that is a problem. And yeah, I don't know what to do. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's the next day. Next night, I guess. Okay, on a separate note, I got a Squishmallow today. The Valentine's Day Squishmallows are out. And look at this one that I found. It's so cute. I think it's a peacock. His name is... I can't remember. Biz. I have... Hold on. Babs. Isn't he cute? I like them. I think somebody must have hidden him, though, because there was Squishmallows on a shelf, and I saw this really big one. It was a cow. It was really cute. It was huge though. And behind it were more Squishmallows, and I was like, I wonder what's back here. So I digged and digged and dug. I dug and dug. Anyway, and in the back, there he stood, waiting for me. So sorry if you like hit him, but he was too cute to get away. And then, for my grandma, We're gonna make her a basket for Valentine's Day. It's like a love bug. It is so cute with the little antennas. This one is so freaking adorable. It has like little wings, or I don't know what this is, like arms. I don't know why this became a Squishmallow haul, but I mean, I'm gonna put this in like a little basket for my grandma. Isn't it cute? The antennas is what got me. Like, the antennas are adorable. But I haven't read anything today. I'm gonna finish this. What time is it? I think it's like 2. Last time I checked it was like 2:22. It's 2:26. So doing good. I'm on page, I said it yesterday, right? 265. So about like 10 pages, I'm guessing. 275, like I thought. So 10 pages. This little sliver right here. Do you see that? What's shaking? Anyway. Yeah. That's all I have left. So I'm gonna read it, update you, and then after that I have no idea. Well, tomorrow I'm going back, so I can get my other book and everything. And I didn't show you, but like for my birthday I got 2 new books. I'm gonna get more though, because actually my parents accidentally bought the same book. So I got Yellow Face, which I was really excited for. That was in my my 2024 TBR. I'm not sure what that video is called. Books I'm excited to read in 2024, I don't remember. But it was in that video. And I got Anxious People. So I want to read that. I want to read those 2. Yellowface. I really want to read Yellowface. I'm so excited for that book. I don't know why. I just heard really good things. So I'm excited for that. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna read and I'll update you with any surprises, reactions, or anything I might have in store. Okay, catch you soon. It's literally been less than a minute, literally, but after Conrad saw them kissing, she was like trying to walk back to the car, because like what other choice did she have? And she was like, I guess Conrad was thinking the same thing, because when I got back to the car, he was already there sitting in the back seat with the window open. Okay, but wait. I thought that they had just dropped off Conrad to go do his psychology test. Was that not what happened? And I thought that's why he caught them in the car. Have they just been kissing for like an hour? Like, what? I'm a little bit confused by that. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. I might just keep you on, just because I feel like something's gonna happen. So, they're at the motel, and Jeremiah's asleep, and Belly's on the bed, and Jeremiah and Conrad are on the floor. And Conrad just said, earlier when I said I didn't want you, I didn't mean it. He's so complicated. Ow. Ow. That knocked me back into reality. Anyway. Ow. He goes, I didn't mean it. She was like about to talk, and he said I didn't mean it again. And then just good night, Belly. Elaborate, please, I beg. I have to turn this camera on because I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm on the last page. It was not 275, I guess it's 276, and it says a couple of years later, and I'm scared. Because she just left Jeremiah in the hotel room, and she was with Jeremiah. Did I say Jeremiah? She left Conrad in the hotel room, and she was with Jeremiah in the car, and they kind of like held hands. So I think I'm gonna be honest. I want Conrad. I want her to be with Conrad. Anyways, okay. A couple of years later. I don't like that. I don't like time skips. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to push up my glasses. Okay. When I used to picture forever, it was always with the same boy. In my dreams, my future was set. A sure thing. It's not Jeremiah. I mean, it's not Conrad. I keep getting them confused. She's with Jeremiah. She's with Jeremiah, isn't she? This wasn't the way I pictured me, and she's getting married? Me in a white dress in the pouring rain, running for the car. Him running ahead of me and opening the passenger door. Are you sure? He asks. No, I say, getting in. The future isn't clear, but it's still mine. Wait. No, I need the next book now. It's not even in the same house as me. Stop it right now. Wait, there's an excerpt. We can totally do that. What do you think? There's no way she was gonna marry one of the boys and then run away from the wedding to be with the other boy. No way. My thing is, okay, listen. My theory is that she was getting married to some random guy that we don't know. And they were gonna get married, and then I'm gonna say Conrad. It was Conrad. They stayed in touch, but not so much. And then before the wedding, he admits his feelings for her as things happen. Always happens like that. And she was like, I still love you too. And then they run away. What do you think? That's my consensus. Okay, let's get into a rating. I feel like I'm always doing this in my pajamas, but let's get into it. I would give this a 3.3, I think. I was between a 3.2 and a 3.3, but a 3.3, okay? I was really into it. It was a lot of grieving. It's not what I expected, because I didn't expect Susanna to die literally on the second page. So that was like a complete 360 for me, but I was still interested in the story and everything, interested in the drama and what happened between Conrad and Belly, and finding out that they dated and then they broke up because of, do we really even know? He was grieving. I think it's because Susanna was like in treatment and all of that, and honestly valid on his part. But I was still really interested in that and the story and the characters as always. I liked it. I'm between a 3.2 and a 3.3. But right now, fresh off of this, especially after the last page, I'm in a 3.3 mood. But that could change to a 3.2. But it's 3.3, I think. I guess it was semi-predictable from the fact that Laurel was gonna get the beach house back, but at the same time I was like, is she, is she not? Like, is the next book gonna be like them buying the house all together and using it for their families or something? But once I knew that she was coming down, I knew they were gonna get the beach house back, so that was the only thing. But I mean, that's fine. I really liked it. Other than that, not even other than that, I liked it. Plain and simple. I'm gonna go with 3.3, okay? And I'll update you maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow with the next book, the last book in the series. And then we're gonna wrap up the video, which is crazy. I kind of like this. I like being able to vlog my reading experiences with you guys and see how I felt and everything, because this is especially with these books, I'm like, oh my god, no way. But yeah, okay. I'll see you, I think it'll be after tomorrow if I'm totally honest. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Hello, oh my god, sorry. Hi, I haven't started the third book of The Summer I Turned Pretty yet, but I just wanted to preface this before what you're about to see. But my belly manifestation came true. I don't know if it's manifestation, if you already had this plan, but I'm going somewhere tropical-esque. So I'm gonna be reading on the plane, 12-hour flight, but I don't want to finish the entire book in my flight. I feel like I could, but I don't want to because The Summer I Turned Pretty exudes summer. And now that I'm going somewhere summery, I want to read it on the beach or in that climate. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, so I'll update you. I'll probably see you on the plane, honestly. So we'll see you then. Anything. I'm gonna try. I promise. I always mean to read in the hotel and then I just end up falling asleep. So okay, so a bit of an update for you for The Summer I Turned Pretty. Um, Listen, the minute I found out that they were still together and Conrad was nowhere there, I was like, okay, they gotta break up because I am now officially Team Conrad. Oh, I got sand in my hand. Yeah, I was like, okay, they gotta break up, blah, blah, blah. How's it going? Where's Conrad? What's he up to? And as soon as the other girl came into the picture, what's her name? I don't remember her name. I knew something was gonna happen because she was like, she has a crush on Jeremiah, right? And I was like, all right. And she was a little too friendly with him, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, he's gonna either kiss her and cheat on her, or they're just gonna break up because I know deep down in my heart she's gonna end up with Conrad, and that is all together, like right now, like totally evident to me because like they just broke up. He cheated on her in Cabo, in Cabo, because he was supposed to come home with her for spring break, and he ended up going with his frat bros, fraternity, whatever you want to call it, to Cabo, and the sorority was going that she's a part of, and they hooked up in Cabo while Belly and him were on a break. It was the whole Ross and Rachel situation right now. But he full on hooked up with her. When she said hooked up, I already knew what she meant, but she meant something different than what I meant, and I was like, all right. So, yeah, they just broke up, I think, and she's now recounting what happened when she found out Jeremiah was going to Cabo. And the fact that he didn't invite her either, somebody else's girlfriend was going, and he didn't invite her, he was like, well, if you're worried, you can come too. Like, hello? Excuse me? Invite me. Like, what? So that's where we are right now. I just wanted to update you. And I'm gonna read. I read like 3 pages yesterday on the beach, 4 pages. It was like really sad because then I went on my phone, which actually I'm about to do because I have messages to respond to that I haven't checked. So hopefully that doesn't take too long, and I'm gonna get reading. So yeah. I look insane. The wind is crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna start reading now. I reply to all my messages. Oh, there's somebody on a bike. Where can I get one of those? I'm gonna read. Let's do that. The water is still very blue. I haven't gone in. The sun comes and goes, but when the wind comes, it gets kind of cold, and I'm like, you know. But I kind of want to go in there, just like, you know. Yeah. That's where I am right now. Let's get reading. Hi. How bad do I look right now? Yes, my Christmas decorations are still up. Okay, so listen. Remember when I said I was gonna like read on the plane? Yeah, I didn't read on the way back. I watched the movie and then I fell asleep. And on the way there, I only read, what was it, like 20 pages? And I was like, oh yeah, like, I think I cut that out. I'll leave like 50 or 10 pages left to read on the beach. I do not read on vacation, if you haven't gathered. It's just like a thing that always happens. Like, I don't know why I always do this myself. But we are going to finish this before the end of the month. We have, how many? Hold on. 4 days left until the end of the month. And I am going to finish it soon. I'm on page 83 of what? How many? Like, spoiler! Wait, what the there was like a letter from Conrad. And it said Conrad. I didn't mean to see that. I don't want to see it. I don't know. What does that even mean? Rough estimate 291. 291. Yeah, and I don't know what this says right now, and I'm not gonna read it. A letter from Conrad. What does that mean? Anyway, I haven't tabbed anything since I've been gone, but I've written in the margins. Not much to annotate, I feel like. Where am I right now? I don't know where I am. She's talking about how when she first moved in, she was like having trouble making friends or something. I think it was after she talked to Taylor about like bridesmaids or something. I don't know. She was like, I'm not having bridesmaids. I hope they don't end up together and Conrad somehow gets her. I don't know what the letter at the end was about, but boy, you better come back, I swear. Anyway, I'm gonna read. I'll update you with any major news.
2 days later.
I look purple, but I had to tell you this. Okay. So it has now apparently been a few hours. I fell asleep and then I kept reading. So I made some progress. I've read what 60 pages, I think. Whatever. Listen. This is Conrad talking about, so basically, okay, they're getting married. Belly and what's his face? Jeremiah told their parents, and their parents are like, "Whoa, you're too young. Don't do that." So Conrad was talking to Jeremiah about it because Laurel was really upset about it, and he's like, "Well, do you think this is like something you should be doing?" And he was like, "Blah blah, this is between me and Belly." And then he goes, "Blah blah blah. He was marrying my girl, and I couldn't do anything about it. I just had to watch it happen because he was my brother. Because I promised. Take care of him, Connie. I'm counting on you." Was that? I'm guessing that was Susanna. But listen, I knew he still had feelings for her, but guess what? He didn't say anything. Time's up, bro. I don't know, I just said it like that, but time's up. Like, I am Team Connor. But like, you've had so many opportunities to like say something during this time. First of all, I don't want her to marry Jeremiah. That's like beyond the point. Like, that should not be happening. But like, he can't complain. Like, he has no room to complain. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Try to keep it short. Hope it worked. I'll see you soon. I just finished We'll Always Have Summer. It's the same day, and honestly, I'm a little dumb because I wanted to have this uploaded by January 31st, and I was like, I'll finish it tomorrow, meaning January 31st. But if I'm finishing it January 31st, when am I gonna have the time to edit this? So realistically, it'll be up tomorrow. Yeah, February 2nd if we're lucky. But I just finished it, and as always, I'm right. She ended up with Conrad. I could have told you that. I've been telling you that since the beginning. But, I was like iffy about it because I'm like, it's the day before the wedding. You're having this falling out now. Like, you're literally one day away from marrying Jeremiah. And you're gonna tell me that you go on to marry Conrad and that's not awkward at all? Like, I know what she was thinking, that it was gonna be like awkward for their families and everything, and I bet it was. Like, you were 5 seconds away from marrying his brother. He had every right to be mad, but at the same time, like what he said, it's like kind of like his fault, which I guess like you knew from the very beginning. Like, Conrad told you that it was okay, which first of all, Conrad, if you're feeling a certain way, you should bring it up, man, because that can change a lot of things. Like, he was so wrong for bringing that up like 2 days before the wedding. He was so wrong for that. And Belly wanting to marry Jeremiah, even though she was having these feelings, if before the Susanna got that garden like basically in her honor, right? And Belly was saying that she did all of this stuff because she knew that she was gonna see Conrad. She was like, I did this extra stuff because Conrad is coming, blah blah blah. He probably won't come, show up, blah blah blah. But like, throughout this entire process of her planning this wedding, she was like, oh, Conrad this, Conrad that. Conrad, we looked at each other. Oh, he cut his leg on whatever, on his surfboard, and I fixed him, and we had this moment. And you're still trying to go marry his brother? Like, is it tricky? Is it a tricky situation? It's an Elena Gilbert situation. Like, literally, that's what I thought when she was like, I love them both. I was like, okay, Elena, pick one. And you know what? Parallels, because Stefan is Jeremiah and Ian is Conrad. Not to like Conrad's not a bad guy, okay? He's just has a very hard time expressing his feelings, and Jeremiah is such like golden retriever energy, and Stefan, not my favorite Stefan, first of all, but like low-key same vibes. But at the same time, Jeremiah did get on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they're trying to pick out this apartment. They're having so many issues, and you're having these issues before your wedding. You don't live together before, you don't really, like you spend all this time together, but you don't know what it's like to live with that person and work these things out. And moving in would have been the right choice before a wedding. Jeremiah's dad and Belly's mom were like, you guys can move in together, blah, blah, blah. You can wait until graduation to move in together or to like get married and to fully decide that this is what you want to do. Like, if you're truly in love, you will last this long and you will still get there in the end. And they were right for that. Sorry, like, this book, like, I was always like, I'm Team Conrad, but Jeremiah's nice too. This book, I was like, you shouldn't marry Jeremiah. And you should, like, have some time apart from Conrad too. Wait a little bit before you guys start dating again and then get married. Which is what they did. She's like 23 though. But that's fine. I guess. 23 is better than 19. Overall, this might be my least favorite out of all of them. I think the first one is my favorite. Yeah, first, second, third, just like the order goes. But I think this one I would rate a 3 star. Mostly because I was just like frustrated and I knew what was gonna happen. Like, I don't know. Like, did you know that she was gonna end up with Conrad? I felt like that was like obvious. But like at one point I was like, when I was reading the letter from Susanna and she was like, even if it's not Fisher, I thought that she was marrying some random man. And I was like, I low-key predicted that once too, but like, no, at the beginning I was like, what if she's marrying some guy that we don't know? Yeah. No, but like, I was like, what if she is marrying some random man that we don't know? Like, why is she marrying a stranger? But I'm glad it all worked out for everyone. Besides Jeremiah. I mean, he had a date, so that's promising. But like, Conrad, please work on your communication skills. Much appreciated. That's all I have to say. But overall, I really like the series. If it's summertime when you're watching this, go check it out because I would recommend this for a summer read. Thanks for taking this very long journey with me. I've been editing this video as it goes along. I'm currently up to date and it's 15 minutes long so far. I'm hoping I can cut it down, but if not, thank you for watching until now if you have. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you next time. And sorry it's been a little bit since I uploaded something. I know it's been like a month at this point, but it's fine. We're getting into our groove. We had a lot of things going on this month, but it's fine. So I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching.